Hello friends, I am Jiraiya. Have you ever imagined hell in your thoughts? What would that place look like? Would you want to go there? If you are a human being, you wouldn't even want to send your enemies there. But sadly, some people have seen hell in their lives and have come back to tell the tales. Martin Pistorius was a 12-year-old boy living in South Africa. His life was going happily until January 1988, when an incident happened that would change his life forever. That day, when he was coming back from school, he mentioned having a slight sore throat. It didn't seem like a big deal at the time, but sadly, Martin would never return to school after that day. Within a month, his condition deteriorated day by day. A few days later, he lost almost all control over his body, along with his mental ability to think and understand, and even his memory weakened. Before anyone could understand what was happening, he went into a coma. To this day, the exact cause of this illness remains unknown, but doctors believe he might have had cryptococcal meningitis or cerebral tuberculosis because he had suffered from these illnesses before. But it was too late now, and doctors had no way to cure him. After all treatments failed, he was discharged from the hospital, and his parents were told that only God or a miracle could save their child now. Martin had completely disconnected from the outside world. Martin spent more than 10 years at home like a living corpse. By then, everyone had given up hope. In fact, Martin's mother, in her emotional breakdown, would cry in front of him and wish he would be freed from this pain. But one day, a miracle happened that shook everyone. At the age of 25, Martin regained consciousness. His family cried tears of joy that day. But the story doesn't end here, because upon regaining consciousness, Martin was about to reveal all the secrets he had been holding inside for 10 years, which would send shivers down everyone's spine. According to Martin, he regained consciousness a few years after going into a coma. He became aware of what was happening around him, but his body was still lifeless. He could hear everything, but couldn't say anything, like a ghost. He was trapped in a world of monsters, from which there was no escape. He saw no future beyond living as a corpse for his entire life. Even more painfully, he could hear his mother crying and wishing for an end to this suffering. Martin's father was perhaps the only person who fully believed in his son. He cleaned him every day, fed him with his own hands, and massaged his body to keep him healthy. Martin kept his courage, and in the end, it was this courage that led him to success. One day, everything changed when Martin, during a regular paramedic checkup, somehow indicated that he had regained consciousness. He did this just with his eyes, and fortunately, it was noticed. He was immediately taken to a special center where tests were conducted to determine if he was actually conscious. When Martin passed all the tests, everyone realized it was indeed true. After that, Martin's mother quit her job to help and take care of him. They then created a computer program to help Martin communicate, and soon after, Martin obtained his college degree and even got a job at a web development company. Soon, Martin started showing facial expressions, and eventually, his whole body started working. He married a friend of his sister and has been happy ever since. In 2011, he published a book titled Ghost Boy, where he shared all his experiences and described how he was trapped in a world he never wanted to return to, and no one else would either. Martin is an inspiration to everyone, proving that with hope, determination, and hard work, you can achieve anything in life. Personally, his story reminded me a lot of our beloved scientist Stephen Hawking. Both had such passion and determination from which we should learn something. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, don't forget to like and share it, and subscribe to this channel for more science videos. Keep watching and keep learning.